Okay, we have to talk about Mick West versus Skinwalker Ranch versus The Fly. Get in here, this is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Baxter's helping me back there, doing a good job, so give him an extra thumbs up. He would appreciate it. Alright. As you all know, I love The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. I think it is a fantastic show. We get a glimpse into a scientific exploration of the real life, the Twilight Zone. And it is the real deal. There's all sorts of crazy anomalous stuff in it. Skinwalker Ranch is what has kicked off our current era of UFO disclosure. Without Skinwalker Ranch and the government's involvement in studying the anomalous phenomena there, we would not be in our current age of UFO disclosure. So, yeah, I mean, that directly created OSAP and, led to ATIP and etc. So, but what about The Fly? What about The Fly? All right, so on the most recent episode of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, it was a really good episode when they were able to use sound to stimulate activity at the ranch. They used an ancient tribal ceremony, beating on the drums and singing, which actually caused the stone spiral, the ancient religious site of the Native Americans, to glow. On their thermal cameras, meaning it heated up. And some other really good stuff came out of that as well. Really isolating the frequency that seems to stimulate the activity. But then we come to the part about the UFO. There was one point during the ceremony when they were, banging on the drums, that an object flew through the field of vision, and everybody got excited about it, thinking it was a UFO. Well, of course, Mick West pounced on this, and I'll let him explain his point of view. Here goes. Okay, new plan. YouTube didn't like it when I uploaded the video. Apparently, it was copyright protected, and The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch doesn't want people distributing videos of the show, I guess. So I will just show a couple of clips. There's a very fast moving object going across the screen. Travis and the others get very excited about it, and Travis starts calculating its speed, and he thinks it's a UFO, and it's going very fast, presumably. And they're all looking at it and really excited about it. There's Travis calculating the speed and everything. But if you look very closely at the video in the zoom in, you can see the little wings. So, you can clearly see them flapping and etc. So, so that's the video. In the video that Mick West showed, it shows a zoom in of the object where you can see the wings flapping, and then it shows Travis's reaction and the other's reaction. However, that is not how it appeared on the show itself. So, okay, back to the video. Okay, first things first. Yeah, that was a fly. that was totally a fly, and that shows the merit of having somebody like Mick West in ufology, because he will debunk something that needs to be debunked, and I think that definitely has value. Unfortunately, Mick West does not come into it with an open mind. He thinks everything is a fly, everything is a seagull. Well, not everything is a fly, not everything is a seagull, Nick. So I think that debunkers are valuable, but they're more valuable when they have an open mind, and Mick does not have that. So what are we to make of this? Well, first of all, Mick was very deceptive in the video that I just played, because he zooms in on the fly, and when it's what is clearly a fly on the zoom in, and then he shows Travis's and the others' reactions as if they were looking at the zoom in. they were not looking at the zoom in. They were looking at this big picture view, and you could just see this tiny object zip across the field of vision. So that was very deceptive and manipulative of Mick West to do that, trying to advance the idea that this is all a hoax and that Travis and the others are all actors and pretending and trying to drum up this story. Well, that's not what was going on. What was going on is something that I've experienced myself, and that is once you experience anomalous phenomena, everything becomes explainable by anomalous phenomena. Yeah, that's right. Every time we have a missing sock around this house, we think it must be a ghost, right? Every noise, every strange noise, there's got to be a ghost, right? And that's been my experience. So, and let me give the caveat here. For anybody that thinks that's too woo-woo, hey, I get it. I'm there with you, or at least I was. I was an atheist all my life until about four years ago or so, maybe 5 years ago. My research into UFOs, because I didn't believe in UFOs either until 2017, led me very quickly to the metaphysical and the consciousness-based stuff and the spiritual, whatever you want to call it. And that's where the research kept going. So I did a deep dive into that, as well as my ongoing deep dive into UFOs, like obsessively both subjects and related subjects, and found a wealth of evidence for the existence of this paranormal, spiritual, metaphysical sort of stuff. So, being very intrigued by this, but still being an atheist and assuming that this must be some sort of artifact of alien technology, some sort of glitch in the system caused by their machines or what have you, I co-founded a ghost hunting group, and I began ghost hunting, and began to have my own ghosty experiences. And that was interesting. And one of my ghost hunting buddies did Reiki on me, a hands-on energy healing modality. And I got to feel the energy of Reiki. And, around about this time, I began having my own personal metaphysical experiences. I've talked about them before, but, Kundalini awakening, all sorts of stuff. And it was just fantastic and wonderful and lovely. And, my experiences, fortunately, are ongoing today. And I just love it. And anyway, it was not long in that process before I quickly realized that no, this is not an artifact of alien technology, that these are real events, and these are, this is the reality that we live in. There's this fantastical reality where ghosts exist and Bigfoot exists and aliens exist, and we have souls, and there's other dimensions, and there's all sorts of crazy, trippy stuff going on. And that's been my experience, and that's where my research has gone. And I if that's woo-woo for you, I totally get it, because I was there not too long ago. I would have looked at somebody like myself and said, hey, go stand in the corner. You're nuts, man. You're nuts. You've had too much. Come on. Do you need a ride home? So, get somebody else to drive you home, because I don't listen to your nonsense, but you need a ride home. But I don't feel like that anymore, because I've had these experiences. So, but because I've had these experiences, I tend to think everything must be explainable by them. I mean, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but yeah, I mean, I've had stuff appear and disappear. I've had, non-human or, spiritual things knock things over, and, had a ghost cat, and et cetera. Again, I know that sounds out there, but, it's a thing. So, I understand where Travis and the others are coming from. They see something is zipping across their screen, and because they've had so many genuine UFO and various other anomalous events take place, their go-to instinct is to think it's a UFO. Mick West's first instinct is to think that it's a fly. And Even a broken clock is right twice a day, and I've got to hand it to Mick. It was a freaking fly. And thank you, Mick, for pointing that out and keeping us all honest. I do think that you are performing a valuable service. However, your video was very manipulative and deceptive and trying to trick people into thinking that Travis and the others were disingenuous in their reactions. And I, don't really forgive that. That needs to be apologized for. And sorry, Mick, that was not good. That was not a good look for you. So but it was also not a good look for the secret of Skinwalker Ranch and Dr. Travis Taylor and Eric Bard and all the others. They do need to make more effort to vet these things before they release them to the public. And, that's what I have to say about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you would. I sure would appreciate it. Baxi would definitely appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. I would love to see you guys there. There are plenty of other videos to check out on my channel, and if you wanted to support Cosmic Road and allow me to spend more time on the channel and bring you more videos and better quality videos, please consider leaving a super chat or a PayPal, or heck, just buying one of my books. There's a link to my Amazon page below, but they're also on other platforms as well, Barnes & Noble, etc. So, there's a book trailer coming up. Enjoy.